Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a drill. The very same military that Biden said civilians could never defeat without fighter jets is now on high alert while being invaded and attacked by the most unlikely of dangers. And that is a bunch of squirrels. Okay, I mean, really, knowing the damage that they're doing, it's really not that funny, and like how people's property is getting destroyed, but I just couldn't get through that intro without laughing. Ooh! Alright guys, I'm gonna try to hold it together. Welcome back to the channel with a ridiculous story that I just could not resist. But before we jump into this tale that would do Peanut the Squirrel proud, today's video is brought to you with the help of Blackout Coffee Company. Blackout is a Florida-based coffee roaster that has strong roots in supporting Second Amendment rights and traditional values. They have all kinds of great flavors of coffee that I love, tea and hot chocolate, but also have smooth plain roast and instant coffee if that's more your speed. They support channels like mine and have dedicated partner roasts that raise money for some of your favorite gun rights organizations like GOA, FPC, and even the Second Amendment Foundation. So to get a cup of coffee that you can be proud of and help support the channel, go to blackoutcoffee.com/LibertyDoll, and as a bonus, you can use code LibertyDoll for a one-time 20% discount. And as an aside, despite a recent accusation over a year-old video that Jared tagged in one of his videos, the only money that I have ever gotten that's associated with any of these gun rights groups is if you happen to buy one of their blends while using my Blackout affiliate link. Trust me guys, if I was being paid by these big-time gun groups, remember last month how I advertised underwear? I would not be slinging underwear on YouTube if I was making big bucks. Now, into today's nutty story. Nuts and underwear. And I promise that will be the only lame dad joke. We are talking today about the Minot Air Force Base in North Dakota. It happens to also house 26 B-52 bombers that are capable of carrying nukes and 150 intercontinental ballistic missiles, and is apparently under attack by hordes of Richardson ground squirrels, which are basically little gophers, and no, none of the nukes or bombers can be used against said squirrels. To be clear, these squirrels here are nothing new, but they're getting to the point that they're threatening the base. The rodents don't have any natural predators left in the area, as foxes and coyotes have been run out, and the base works to keep hawks and things out as well. So the squirrels have multiplied, and multiplied, and multiplied to the point that the ground squirrels far outnumber the population of about 5,000 people. And these are not regular squirrels, my friends. They burrow and dig tunnels, affecting the structural integrity of the base, homes, and mission-essential infrastructure. I'm talking foundations, runways, underground utilities, roads, the whole shebang. In 2019, an article put out by the base gave an estimate of 10,000 squirrels on the low end, and each new litter can be up to 14 new little gopher squirrels. I think residents need to understand is that, yes, they seem like cute and cuddly animals, but for base infrastructure, they are a real problem, the base said in a 2019 press release. They are degrading runways, platforms, foundations, and housing. They are costing the base lots and lots of money. The ground squirrels pose a significant health risk to public safety because of their ability to carry and spread diseases. One of these diseases is apparently the plague. Now, the base just got an $850 million upgrade, so it makes sense that if the facilities are already being damaged, this is a problem. Back in 2019, the 5th Civil Engineer Squadron's Pest Management said they eliminate about 5,000 of these things every year, but that the problem keeps getting worse. They've trapped them. They've flooded them out. They have used smoke bombs. They've poisoned them. They've even gassed them with special gases approved by the EPA for this purpose. Those poisons and gases back then were considered safe to use around human populations, but they're no longer working. And now the critters have also invaded people's homes. They are literally sinking houses, driveways, and causing sinkholes. Beyond that, the infestation is so bad that people are getting hurt falling in holes and children are getting attacked and bit. They're also apparently moving into people's homes and garages and literally shitting all over the place. See, it's not funny, but it's kind of a little funny. No, I mean, really, that's horrible. I would be so upset if I had these things destroying my house. On June 23rd, Command sent out a notice to residents and posted to the official Facebook page, "Attention Minot Air Force Base residents. Base leadership is aware of the noticeably increased presence of Richardson ground squirrels, commonly called DAC rats, in base housing and the nuisance they present to residents. The health, safety, and welfare of base residents is paramount. Action has been taken to direct Minot Air Force Base homes to implement a more concerted effort to address the issue. A team of Air Force subject matter experts and representatives from Minot Air Force Base homes are meeting regularly to coordinate a more active response." I'm sorry, they have Air Force ground squirrel experts? The post asked residents to continue to put traps in their yards and to stay tuned for a more comprehensive trapping plan. Beyond that, the post simply gives an ominous increased resourcing for fall and spring mitigation efforts to significantly decrease the on-base population statement, with no details, really. Unfortunately, the old poison methods aren't working anymore. As I said, federal law prohibits the use of anything stronger, and the base has allegedly exhausted all poison and gas methods that don't also pose a risk to the base's human residents and pets. In the comments on the post, some talked about how the squirrels have been a growing problem since the 80s, and several past residents said that they used to shoot the DAC rats with air rifles, but air rifles are no longer allowed on the base. "We are trusting these men and women to defend our nation, but we cannot trust them with air rifles." Others said that if the base can't defeat the squirrels, then there is a much bigger problem regarding unit readiness. On July 3rd, the base posted an update that they were able to trap and remove 700 DAC rats from the base and another 130 the week before. But the problem is so bad that the base ran out of traps, and so told the residents to be on standby while the base acquired more traps. So if anyone here is watching from Minot Air Force Base, I know I am laughing, but good luck and Godspeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this video. You guys know the drill. For all of the algorithm things, please do them. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Stay safe out there, watch out for holes, and happy shooting.